recording, and bam, here we go. All right. First off, just I'm gonna speed this up to the early game. We have a Zed first off, so that's definitely gonna dictate how we play the game. I know I mentioned it in. I didn't know we were gonna have a Shen yet because I didn't know they were actually gonna ban Leona, but with the Shen as well, we still have a huge pick comp with Shen, Ashe, Sejuani, and Zed just insane, nuking people. So we're just trying to nuke one person and then find a fight afterwards, right? With a numbers advantage. That's our game plan here. Don't fight in the jungle whenever we can, or honestly even the river, unless we're set up first, because they have a Gragas, Ornn, Orianna, Nami, and Caitlyn traps. That just does not sound like a good time. So we really need to snowball this game and get ahead early. Which is unlucky, but hopefully the Azir will win the side lane on his own. And yeah, this is basically how Nami works against melee champs, is they make melee supports not want to play the game. As a Nami main myself, I understand. I don't understand your pain, but I understand inflicting that pain upon you, as I have done it to many people myself.
I think if I would have went Brand or something, just to at least keep distance, but still zone them out of the wave, it would have worked a little better.
Yeah.
But we were going for a Shen Zed alt combo, and that just never really happened.
Oof, that's unlucky. What happened there? Let me slow this down. I'm going a little too fast. Okay. What's happening here? Slow it down.
Oh, here Vandra actually lags out during bot lane?
No. This is what I want.
Vandra actually lags out, so when I flash W, he lagged with this Q, so he could kill both of them with Q. So you got stuck here.
That's unlucky. Yeah, so you just are on your own.
Yeah. But he gets one here.
1 for 1. The Zed should be able to push in the wave, crash it, and back. Alright, we got lane. We're just watching people lane. Does it feel slow to y'all? That's at full speed.
Just put it a little bit faster. Put it at 1.25.
Ah, you can only go up to 2.
Oh, sad.
Alright, yeah, this is just Nami and Caitlyn doing exactly what they're gonna do, and they're gonna poke you out and push you in, especially as a Shen. You just kind of have to accept that. As a shorter ranged lane, Ashe shorter than Caitlyn. What's going on top lane? Direct to camera. Why are we watching this? Maybe he's all inning. There we go. I see all in. And now it cuts away. We watch a bunch of farming and then cut away after he kind of goes. Alright. Honestly, the team we have, we just are waiting until 6. So I didn't expect anything really to happen before like 7-8 minutes. That was a good kill. Well done. You did your job as Zed. You're starting to snowball. Now the next step is to push that into the side lanes if you can. Keep killing the Orianna if you can, or honestly, in this game, go Ghostblade, Yomu's Ghostblade, Moby Boots, push out the wave as best you can, and just run bot and kill Caitlyn or Nami.
Okay. Yeah,
which
I rushed
is kind of hard to
instead.
Against Orianna. So if you think you can push the wave against her, if you can keep killing her, do it. If not, don't just go the Dusk Blade. But like right now, when you backed there, you had 6. You had just hit 6, and the bot lane had just pushed in. Like, yes, they have a ward here, but you have the movement speed, and they're all the way up here. Like, let me pause. Let me back this up here for a sec. Hold up. All right. When do you start your back? All right. Now, maybe? Yeah, now is when you back off, okay? you could start walking knowing that they're about to hard push this wave. And then they're right here. Maybe you walk through try here. Yeah, I wouldn't even walk down the river. I just walk this path here and you catch them from behind, right? Like they see you on the ward, but they're up here, you're right here. Maybe they get here before they meet you, but that's still a long distance to get back before a level 4 Caitlyn without heal dies to a Zed.
Yeah. Okay.
So like you play the Zed good. Well, you play it well, not good. You play it well. I would just challenge you to push it even more, right?
Gotcha.
That's unlucky. That trap there. You gotta watch for those sneaky Caitlyn traps behind the tower.
Yeah, that was.
Caitlyn's do be doing that sneaky stuff. As a jungler now, I would be trying to focus towards bot lane. Just because you see how hard they keep pushing up. And your Ashe is let me see how close is Ashe to 6. Ashe is over halfway there to 6. So I would now path towards bot lane. Right, like he's gonna get a kill on his own or he's not, honestly. He should get out of here. Yeah. He gets out. I would just path towards bot lane, try and catch them super pushed up, and go for dragon. Like maybe it wouldn't have happened in this instance just because they backed. It's gonna bounce back to them. But just in general, if their lane is continuing to push up and like your Ashe is, that's what, like 35% left towards her 6.
Yeah.
How close are you? You're okay. You're still more than halfway there, but still, with the Ashe ult into like Shen taunt alone, you should be able to kill. Nicely done. Good kill again there. That kill alone honestly should get you a free dragon or a free herald, your pick, because they don't have a mid laner on the map. And with that kill top lane, this should be free herald every day of the week. Like plates are nice and all. It's 160 gold. Maybe 320 if you get 2 of them. I don't think you get 2 of them though. But this right here, this should get you first tower mid. Instead, honestly, dragon's not a bad take either one of them there. But the only reason I say herald is because the top laner also just died. So guaranteed only a Gragas can come. And you have level 6
makes the
now,
most
and you
sense.
have Zed Ignite, right? Like, so this Gragas, he has a Fiendish Codex. He has 55 AP. He's not going to be popping anyone yet, especially without his level 6. So, but yeah. So I guess just because you guys do play well in, like the mid to late game, and you guys, have that mentality of giving up the first 2 dragons and knowing you're still going to get the soul, doesn't mean you can't take them when, when they're free.
Yeah.
Oof, this was a very, very overforced fight. Like, y'all were super chunked to begin with. Let me back that up here. Let's see what happens. Okay. Alright. Let's see. What happens? You push out mid lane, you start roaming bot, which is good. As soon as you're spotted on that pink here, I would back off and go back to mid and delete another wave because they're about to meet right here. Instead, Ashe ult whiffs, Sedge ult whiffs. I would stop going right then. Then BNJ goes that is, yeah, that's just way too far to be going at that point. Once the Ashe is out too, I would just leave. You didn't use your ulti on Zed, so you're not gonna, like, if you had, I think it was like just coming off cooldown, but you get the idea.
It was.
You guys get the idea, right? Like, you guys are a wombo combo pick team, and you missed your 2 biggest wombo combo pick tools, right? Like, y'all got nothing left. You have no engage, because he missed taunt too, I think. I don't know. Even if he did, maybe it was one person that hit. But yeah, you get the picture. Oriana's missing following the Zed. You've watched her walk bot lane. Gragas is who knows where. He's been ignoring topside, so he's probably coming bot, because he's been doing it the last 2 games. Right? So maybe if in a world where those hit, and you just pop the Caitlyn and the Nami, that's great. You go straight into Dragon as a 4-man unit with Zed Azir just winning top lane. But you don't, so I would just back off and then just continue back to the game state which you were at, which you're winning, just in general. Because Zed's getting picks here. Bot lane is the only one that's not winning. Azir's winning top, Zed's winning mid. You were up XP at least, and jungle I know for sure. But yeah, I would just go back to your game state, focus bot, wait for the ults to come off. It's what, 2 minutes, minute and a half? It's your cooldown. 108, Ashe arrow, 100. Like, just wait a minute and a half, try again, you know? That's your mulligan. It's a good thing that you missed them, you know, like that early on, rather than later in the fight where you can't back out of it. So I would just back out there instead of overforcing it. That was really close to a kill on Orianna. Getting her that
If I
low.
wouldn't have whiffed that Q.
Yeah, that's unlucky. That was like 1 away. You see Gragas, you forced Orianna out of lane. Go take Herald. Like, delete this mid wave and then just go take Herald, the two of you.
I think we do, if not now, then later.
I expect you do. I'm sure you do. Like, I'm not, like, when I'm saying things, it's a lot of times when I say things, it's like, this is what I would do.
Oh, yeah.
Not
for
that
sure.
what I would do is correct by any means. It's just this is what I would do. Yeah, that was a good pick on Nami. Shen, actually no, you're right to go back to lane with her because I think he would get solo killed by the Ashe. Ashe is up, or the Ashe would get solo killed by the Caitlyn. Caitlyn's up 2 levels and half an item, or it's half an item versus a full item. So, this is sad. Vandal got solo killed top. That's unlucky. Huge wave loss too. Back gets off. Yeah, I would just go grab the wave, and you don't quite have ult. How long is it? 10 seconds. In 10 seconds, I expect you to kill her and take the Herald. That's what I'm watching for now. Alright, let's see what happens. She just backs. Okay, so yeah, you take the Herald. Hopefully. Yes, you take the Herald. There we go. By the way, just in general, I am a huge fan of putting as much priority as I can into getting the very first Herald on spawn. Just because, like, the Herald essentially guarantees you 480 gold, which is, let's say, average 20 gold per minion. That's 25 CS. That's a kill and a half, a kill and an assist, 25 CS, 500 gold for 1 player that you get for free if you can get that early. And a lot of times, I like to think of gold and a gold advantages specifically more in terms of percentages rather than flat numbers. Like a 500 gold lead at 9 minutes is so big and so, like, that's absolutely massive on someone. Meanwhile, 500 gold lead at 35 minutes is like, oh, it's practically even, right? So that gold lead that Herald's going to give you, that gold swing a Herald's going to give you, is going to be the same no matter what time you use it. But the percentage of, like, the total gold in the game that it will give you is going to be more the earlier you take it. So it's so much more. I guess what I'm trying to say is that the power that it provides you is bigger the earlier it's used.
Yeah, it's like an
So
exponential thing.
So when I play jungle, I like to try and get the Herald before 10 minutes, honestly. So that's just like, you know, obviously it's also just depends on your play style and how you like to play. That's what works for me. That's what I like to do. But that's also because I play
Pearl just because it snowballs like top lane top lane mid. That's generally how I play, right? Where I'll sack maybe first 2 Drakes if I need to, but like if I get Rift Herald first, get top lane down first as first Blood Tower, I know Rampage is gonna do something with this league. Like I know exactly what he's going to do.
Yeah, which is fair. But yeah, like I usually play towards a Farm. I usually play farm till 6 junglers, so I farm till 6, which puts me at like 7 minutes. Try and get a gank off, and then go to Herald. So it fits my playstyle a lot personally. Depending on how you do your playstyle, like someone who's more bot centric might try and focus on the first 2 dragons instead. You know, it's just how. But that's how I like to do it, just because I think Herald is super strong. Right. What are we doing here? The dragon's up. Vandrel's pushing in top lane, so yeah, if they just want to like dance around here, that's totally fine for us. Sadly, you get picked. I think you might be doomed. Yes, that's amazing. That's your job, is to pop someone. Sadly, I would be trying to pop the Orianna or the Caitlyn instead.
Yeah, that was exactly the conversation we had after that fight. And we got it out.
Yeah, just because, you know, like pressing tab is the most OP thing in the game of League of Legends. But no, like the Caitlyn is going to be putting out Caitlyn Orianna is going to be putting out the most damage in the fight, rather than the Gragas, who just has Runic Echoes and he has Catalyst. Runic Echoes, yeah. So that's who I would use my Zed ult on. Obviously, I'm not a Zed player. I've never played Zed in my life. So once again, everything I
No,
say
you're
is
you're
what
100%
I would
right.
do personally. Not saying that what I would do is correct, but
No, you're 100% right. My target selection should have been on that from the get-go.
okay. But I'm glad that you guys talked about that afterwards and realized it. This is a really good Azir gank. You get the good flash taunt. At this point, flashing that there is a little... oh, wow, it worked. Okay, I was going to say that's a little deep, but it works out. You get the kill. 1 for 1. Support for ADC, though, should mean you get tower unless Orianna can do Orianna things and delete the wave. Unlucky. Sadly, there's nothing up on the map yet. What are you guys sitting on for gold? Zed, is that an item finish for you? Yeah, that's an
I
item
do
finish.
believe so. That's my
I'm guessing
Let's see, is it Edge of Night?
Edge of Night. Yeah, because Edge of Night's like what, 2,900, and you have Dirk, which is 1,100. So yeah, essentially 300 gold between your items and Edge of Night. Oh, and you have a Ruby Crystal already too. Yeah, that's definitely Edge of Night. Sadly, they TP in though. I would just recall like right away, right? Because hold up, let me back it up real quick. Like I said last game, time is the most valuable thing in League of Legends. So as soon as you recognize that you're not going to get this tower, also you don't auto it once, right? Like you don't add to, you don't have ult, you don't have flash, and you don't auto it at all, so you add nothing to the tower taking potential. So I would have backed like right away. And imagine if you backed right away, you're getting back to lane just about now. You grab bot wave though. Catch a wave that's crashing. I won't scold you for that, right? Losing CS is losing free gold and XP sucks. But now especially, I would just be recalling because you're half health. You don't have ult. Like you stand here, do some good damage, but yeah, you just kind of die to the Orianna. Maybe we get the Ornn back, thankfully, which is nice. Okay, so it ends up a 2 for 1. I think they still get tower though with the Caitlyn, I assume. Oh, the Azir flank. Just kidding, Vandrel's too scary. Oh yeah, this is the other big thing about taking Heralds early, is that the second one respawns sooner. So now this one's going to respawn, and you're going to have maybe 30 seconds to start it up, otherwise it'll despawn before you finish taking it. That's the other reason why I like taking Heralds early. Yeah, because what, it despawns at 1945, 1955 if you're in combat with it. Something like that. Yeah. So you probably have like 45 seconds now to start it up. And that's if you have a lot of people on it. So yeah, that just like eliminates your chances of getting a second Herald. Somehow your tower's the biggest trooper of them all with its 25 HP. Yeah, honestly, don't even like try it. Instead, if you rotate 4 to it, you could have still taken the Herald, I think. If you rotate all 4 to it there. Maybe not. Maybe they collapse and kill you all though, because they have 5 on that side of the map with Oriana coming back to lane. So that could have been the wrong call too. But oh, that's unlucky. That taunt didn't quite hit. Oh no, BNJ's maybe dead. Yeah, that should be towered though. Maybe even a second with this Herald. Yeah, if I were them, I'd drop this knowing that Shen Ash are low. What's Zed gonna do? He just used his combo. He can't wave clear. Nice. You get one at least. Yeah, your Zed damage is insane.
Thank you.
Honestly, at this point, just ult someone off cooldown. Even if it doesn't kill, it forces them out of lane and essentially kills them.
Mm-hmm.
It kills them except for giving you 300 gold. That's the only way in which it doesn't.
You can catch that in waves.
Yeah, Vandal is really good at split pushing and getting stuff on the opposite side of the map. Gets that tower backs off. Honestly, that should give you guys free dragon. Like, just run straight to it with Vandal.
We tried to do Drake, but like we just so late on deciding to do Drake that we just fucked ourselves over.
Yeah, my general rule of thumb is recall 60 seconds before it spawns. Because that'll assume it takes, what, 8 seconds to channel back, maybe 10, 15 to walk to it, and then you have 30 to 45 seconds to clear out vision and set up vision for it before it spawns. So that's what I like to do. Great flank, he gets chunked so he's not a part of the rest of this fight, but
yeah, and the thing is we need his damage for anything.
yeah. Especially with the super fed Zed not there, I don't think you guys can look for this fight. With Vandal chunked that hard.
Yeah, I definitely should have been around for that.
BNJ only has 1.5 items, so he can't carry that fight. Like, if that was a 2.5 item Ash, you win that fight very convincingly, but sadly it's not. So there are 2 trains of thought there. Have the Zed there, go for the fight. Don't have the Zed there, don't even walk up to it. Maybe have one person proxying, and like, so in this case, maybe have one person proxying somewhere around here. Like maybe have your Sejuani over here, or your Shen here. Probably your Sejuani, she's more threatening. And then the 3 of you hard push for this tower that's on less than 2k health. So then trade that one dragon for this tower and a lot of minions up here. And then if they send someone to answer Zed, you can rotate the Zed in, and you have a 5v4 mid lane where the Zed can just delete someone. So really it's a 4.5v3, because that's how only half a champion after it uses SAR. But so those are 2 options to take there. That's the other thing. I don't like presenting just one option. League of Legends isn't a linear game. It's like League of Legends is like a painting. There's more than one way to paint a portrait, you know? Even if I give you a set color of paints, you can do, right? Like if same, and I guess, if it's the same team comps, there's more than one way to play out the same game of the same team comps. So. Ah, yes, disgusting. Oh, just barrier. Was that barrier or did she exhaust you? Did she? That's a big, she doesn't even, that is a big shield. What the heck?
It's either barrier or E.
Barrier.
Yeah, she did barrier. I was like, what the heck? That is a lot of shielding.
She did both, that's why.
Stacking those 2. Alright, orange bot with Vandal. You should be clearing out vision now in the river. He sets that up. He can probably win this too. Oh, if he dodges that. I think if he didn't dash in that soon, he can win that fight. Like if he
could've
just
probably
deletes the
shuffled.
minions, like set up your tower here, right? Don't dash shuffle there. Just like delete these minions so the tower targets them. And he could have turned at least gone 1-for-1 there under tower, just with his dash and with
Hey, Vandrel.
and with his old. Oh, hey, Vandrel's here to get flamed. Here, let me go. Here you go, Vandrel. All right. Another option here with this play right here. Set up that and just delete those minions and don't go aggro onto them. Just play more defensively, like walk up back around here and use your dash and shuffle defensively. And I think you go at least 1-for-1 just because you're so strong right now.
I didn't
And
realize
he hasn't
Ori
any
was
MR.
there.
Yeah, and that's the hard part is that Ori wasn't there.
I was trying to cancel the Ornolt.
Obviously, it's 2020 afterwards, especially when Fog of War doesn't exist. It's a lot easier to tell these things.
Yeah.
You may be reaching the Z endpoint at this point in the game, where the Z no longer is a champion. Even with his ultimate, he can't nuke someone.
That was also just a really dumb call for me to try to all in.
Especially with the
All four of
Nami,
them
because
there.
Nami just finished off this, and she has this. Yeah, so Nami's healing's gonna be huge. She just kind of cancels you out at this point. So at this point, you're just definitely trying to find picks, find people out on their own, not like in the middle. Like if you can find someone away from the Nami, you can definitely still do that to people. But you can't in the middle of a 5v5 team fight.
Right.
Unless they get poked down beforehand by someone. Yeah. This game, your team fight, you definitely had a lot heavier burden of execution in this game. Like your team fight was or your team comp was a lot harder to execute on in that sense. So I wouldn't take too much. Like they're playing Orianna, Caitlyn, Nami, Gragas, Ornn. Like that's really easy. That basically plays itself. Especially in team fights. So I definitely wouldn't beat yourself up again about this. It's like, oh no, I did better than the person playing on easy mode when I was playing on expert mode. Wow,
Mm-hmm.
Do you think I should have backed when I got bot in Hib Tower?
Yes, I think so.
I didn't think I could hold.
Yeah, I would have just walked out, actually. Like, get that inhib tower, and then just, like, walk back up the lane.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna collapse.
Yeah, and I'm
'Cause
not sure if you had vision of them backing or anything or not. I
we had
forgot to
no visions
toggle
of
that.
anything. Yeah.
Okay.
So I thought they were running at me because they took so long to show up through
Did
the
you
lane.
did you die? I can't remember. I know you walked towards mid. I think you got out though. Did you
I
die?
got out, and then
Yeah.
we went and fought a drag, and we
Okay.
all died.
So yeah, as long as you got out, that's fine. Whichever way you think best to get out.
But I was thinking more just like taking the tower versus like trying to defend our inhib tower. Like I didn't think I could help defend
Yeah.
the inhib tower.
Yeah,
So I went
that's
to
fine.
get one.
No, I'm totally fine with trading things on the opposite side of the map, especially when you're behind. Any 1-for-1 trade is in your favor when you're behind. Generally any even trade is in the team that's behind's favor. And again, that goes down to percentages. The team with 10,000 gold appreciates getting 300 gold more than the team with 15,000 gold.
What happened?
So they find a fight here again, and yeah, at this point, this game's really hard to win unless you play it through like picks through the side lane, or without them stepping
Why'd you
up.
need to go back?
So the rest of this is whatever.
Okay.
Does not, bother me as much.
Really?
It's like, oh no, you lost a fight while you're behind. I'm not, I don't care. Yeah. Okay.
Really?
But yeah, this game, especially on the Z pick, foot on the gas a lot more. IMO.
Gotcha.
Because
Do you
you
see
were
me?
you're 4-1 right now. You're so strong. Like let's take a look at this. Okay, your ultimate. Let's see. Zed becomes untargetable and dashes enemy champion. After 3 seconds, Mark triggers, dealing 200 damage and 40% of all damage dealt to target by Zed while the mark was active. Okay, so 200 damage plus 40% of the other damage. Okay, so right here, dealing, what is that? Another 200 damage, so plus another 40% of that, so 280 damage. They're slowed, yada yada yada. GW just throws out a shadow, that doesn't do damage. Q,
420.
so yeah, that does
Ish.
320 plus another 280 from, so your 1Q plus 1E alone that's 200 plus
You're at like 1,000
320.
ish
So
for the whole combo.
yeah, that's like 420. If you hit another
And then
2
you have to take into
shurikens,
account.
that's
So like, as soon as he ultis, he has the shadows that are gonna proc.
mhm. If you can hit 2 shurikens alone, that's what is that? What was that? Was it 420 plus another
I think the
320?
shadow might
Or
like
no,
cause
520.
the damage to mitigate a little.
520 plus 320 is, why am I brain farting? Oh, 840.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I don't. It doesn't seem like there's mitigated damage from shadows. Yeah. Okay.
Shadows do full damage.
Yeah, shadows do full damage. Okay, yeah, so that's like
Okay, so it's
840 damage.
40% of that.
That's another two. So 40% of 840 damage is 84 times 4. So 80 times 4, 400 plus another 16. So 416 plus 440 is 1256 plus the 200 from the ult itself. So your full combo does like 1456, 1500 damage with, how much does electrocute do right now? It won't tell me. Let's assume like 1550 damage from your full combo without weaving any autos in there at all. How much health does Anami have? 1017. 1300 plus, of course, her shield. Where's Caitlyn at? 1200. 1150. You can one combo anyone except for this guy. Because, yeah, you have, what, 21, 31 lethality? She has 58 armor, so she'll block some of that. So really it's going to do like 1200 damage to her or something like that. Same thing to him. It'll do like 1300, 12, 1300, 12, 1300 damage. So, but yeah. Because oh gosh, I used to know the damage calculation formula. I think it's like you take 100 over 100 plus your resistance's damage. So 100 over like 137. I don't know what that is. Something like 80%. Yeah. But yeah, so I would just foot on the gas a lot here with Zed. Zed is very
Okay.
strong, especially with an Ash Arrow or Sedge ult to make so no one can, move. You can definitely look for picks a lot. That's what I would. So my big takeaway from this game is just accelerating the mid game a lot when you have pressure points. Accelerate with your pressure points, especially when your pressure points can one-shot their pressure points, like Caitlyn. And then once again, I mean, I think every team is always going to have this problem, choosing better fights, right? And knowing when you can and can't take a fight, when you need to back off from a fight. Like that bot lane fight where you missed Ash Arrow and Sedge R and then continued to go in right outside of their tower range. I think you guys took a couple tower shots too. But still, yeah. So that's a big thing for this one, I guess. I don't know. This is a lot harder game to execute on. And
I think
now,
we snowball better if that like fight the top jungle. I like BC on.
yeah, that would have been huge, actually, getting that kill. That would have been really good to not give over one. All right, now we get to go to 15 minutes and record y'all's stats for the stats at 15. I forgot to do that for last game. There we go. I'll give you guys the benefit of the doubt. I'll give you an extra second. You're welcome. All right, that's game 2.